Ah! Ah! Let's go. Remember, it's straight up brute strength with these handstand push-ups. If you don't have the strength,
none of y'all stopping me, don't need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing lines, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3.
you tell me how many reps I gotta do. Okay? Okay? What is going on YouTube? You are here with the Prez. It's the first official video that I'm bringing you guys in the new home gym. It's pretty much 99% complete. Give you guys a quick little tour real quick. Doors are not here yet. That's why I said 99.9% complete, guys. I got one door, but we're ordering 2 new barn style doors that swing out, right? So they don't take up any space in the gym itself. We got the TV up. Hopefully I could be doing some live streams and I can watch my YouTube content while I train. We got some hockey sticks lying around. I got to clean up a little bit. We got the spin bike set up for right now. Those plates don't belong there, but you'll see what we're doing. We got 1 weight tree. We got 1 dumbbell stand. We got all the kettlebells. We got 1 rack set up here. We got a couple dip bars. These dip bars, these extra dip bars that you're seeing there and there, they all get stored there for now. We got the fan going. We got another plate stand. More dumbbells up to 90s. Bench. The official Rogue rack. We got an official scale going on. We got bars. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, guys. Let me know if you think I should keep both racks in here. I think I'm just going to move this Rogue rack to the center here and just keep 1 rack. I'm probably going to move that rack outside, open it up a little bit. I'm going to get some like hooks to put right over there to store all my bands and everything. Maybe a bar stand for all the barbells. And let's go, guys. So, quick home gym update. And we're starting the workout today. And we're going to start the workout today. This is going to be a calisthenic only. Remember, that means there's a closed chain movement. Even though you're going to be seeing some weighted calisthenics, doesn't take away the fact that it's still a calisthenic exercise. If you watched the previous upper body video, it was all body weight, high volume. 3 sets of muscle ups, 3 sets of supersetting pull-ups and dips, 3 sets of supersetting horizontal pushing and pulling exercises. Crazy pump, a lot of high volume, a lot of time under tension. We were really working on that metabolic stress and muscle damage. There wasn't very high mechanical tension there, right? So remember, you got the 3 drivers: mechanical tension, muscle damage, and metabolic stress. Today we're going to teeter on higher levels of mechanical tension, working more with heavier loads, higher intensities, but still all calisthenic upper body base. So I'll see you with the first exercise. Alright guys, so we started the routine off with stomach to the wall handstand push-ups. It's the first time I'm really strictly training this variation of the movement. I've been training back to the wall for the past few months now, and I just recently worked up to 3 sets of 5 and then hit an AMRAP for I believe around 7 or 8 reps, right? So I said, all right, it's time to start training stomach to the wall. But I never really had the optimal space to do it. Now that the gym is pretty much set up, now I have the space and, you know, perfect equipment, easy way to coordinate around the gym now. So optimal training scenario for me to train this movement, and now I'm going to get really strong at these handstand pushes. Stomach to the wall is going to have the most carryover to freestanding variations as well, because now you're pressing on the same angle that you would while freestanding, and you have less body in contact with the wall, a little more core activation. You cannot banana back when doing stomach to the wall, because you can't, or else you're going to be just tipping over, right? You can banana back when the back is to the wall, because the back is there to save you, right? And you don't have to worry so much on balance. So this is a harder variation. So 5 sets of 3 is the goal today. And stay tuned for the rest of the upper body workout. Remember, there's a higher intensity training today. We're going to be working with more overall tension, meaning more mechanical tension, because the intensities are going to be higher. This movement, this variation is hard enough where I can only really hit 3 reps a set. So that shows that the intensity of this variation is very high. 3 reps. When they're that tough body weight, that's when you know the mechanical tension, meaning the intensity of the load, is very high. I would not have caught a 4th rep on either set. 1 more set to go. This is strength training, just using your body weight. When the exercise is that hard, you know you're building strength, which in turn will build more muscle. All right, this is the 5th set. This is the same rep scheme that I did when I was training strength for my weighted pulls and weighted dips. 5 sets of 3, stomach to the wall. That's the first progression. If I hit this 5th set of 3, which I know I'm gonna do, next time I'm on these stomach to the wall, deficit handstand push-ups, I gotta go 4x4 and then 3x5. The same rep scheme I did when I was going back to the wall, building up strength. So stomach to the wall is a harder variation, so we're leveling up now. Let's go, last set. Let's go. Remember, it's straight up brute strength with these handstand push-ups. If you don't have the strength, you're gonna collapse and you're gonna fail on the rep. You got a little bit of assistance with your feet on the wall, use it to your advantage. But just keep pushing down into those weights, getting your body higher and higher in the rep. 5 sets of 3 done. That was the first exercise of the day. Let's get it. All right, guys. Getting into the first working set, we're gonna stay at 65 pounds, which is what I was working with the last weighted pull session out in the park. In the gym now, you guys can see this roll rack got a really thick bar. The thickness of the bar is gonna make the pull just slightly more difficult due to the fact it's gonna increase the grip strength, right? Or the necessity of to have a stronger grip on a thick bar, right? So the translation over to thinner bars will be really high. So if I get really strong on the thick bar, when I go to pull on a thinner bar, my strength should actually be higher than it is on this bar. 65 pounds. Hypertrophy rep ranges, guys, that's the goal lately. Muscle building, but we want to still get strong. So in the park, I was hitting sets of 7, 8 reps a few weeks ago. I'm going to try to match that today on the bar, thick bar, but I'll be happy with anywhere from between 6 to 10 reps. 65 pounds, 3 sets. Let's get it. Call it 7. I'm happy with that 7 clean chin over the bar. If I would have fought for 8, which I would have caught, probably would have had a drop off in the next 2 sets. So about a 3-minute break now between each set. Even though it's hypertrophy building, we still want to rest a sufficient amount of time because we're doing loaded sets, right? And the volumes, the rep range is still in that lower range, right? We're only catching 7 and I don't want to fall under 6. So nice 3-minute break. Make sure we hit at least 6 reps for the next 2 sets. So remember, with these weighted pulls, like I said in the beginning of the video, the mechanical tension is going to be much higher. The previous upper body workout that I posted a few days ago, the straight bodyweight calisthenics, when I was failing at sets of 10 with body weight, those were tempo, slow and controlled pull-ups. Even though I called that hypertrophy training, which it 100% was, this is still hypertrophy training also. I'm still trying to rep heavy weight, falling in that 6 to 15 or 6 to 30 rep range. I'm taking the sets just to about full muscular failure with high mechanical tension. Three sets, 7 reps every set, which I'm going to count as a PR on this bar because last time I said I trained at the park on a thinner bar. So hitting 3 sets of 7 on the thicker bar today is a PR for me. That means I'm going to stay at this weight until I get about 3 sets of 10. I'll be happy if I hit 1 set of 10 and then 9 and 8, and then I might increase. But I have a lot more progress to go with the 65. Can keep building muscle. As if for the weighted pulls, we got more work to do. All right, getting into the first weighted dip set. I did a few warm-up sets that I didn't film. I got a 45, a 45, and a 35. 125 pounds. Again, 6 to 10 reps is the goal. I touched this weight a few weeks ago. I believe, in the gym. I was moving it pretty smoothly, but I also started that workout with weighted dips, the first workout of the day. So I already did the handstand push-ups, a vertical pressing movement, and now these weighted dips are going to be another vertical pressing movement. They're going to have a lot of stress on the delts too, but let's see how many reps we can get out. I should have known as soon as this happened. As soon as sweat dripped on this bar and made the bar wet and I had no chalk on my hand, I should have knew this 125 was not going to move well. It was probably a sign. But you already know, I've said in my head, I hit this weight already, so we're going to hit it again. So 125 pounds, set 1. You're going to see how this weight moves right now. Fuck. Alright, way too much stress for the shoulders right there. I'm going to have to take a step back, and I'm going to go down to about 90 pounds now. And again, I'll work in that 6 to 10 rep range. Too much pre-fatigue from the handstand pushes. I should have known better. That's ego lifting right there. I don't want to get hurt. So I'll go 2 more good working sets, 90 pounds. Let's get it. Alright, remember I said this in the beginning of the video. This is the first workout I'm actually doing in the new garage gym, right? So I was excited that I had access to everything. I've said this in the past many times. Training handstand push-ups or, an overhead press and weighted dips for me in the same workout never worked out too good, right? Especially when the intensity on the overhead pressing movement was very high. I always had to drop off in dip performance and just too much strain on the shoulders. So I should have known better. Like I said, that was ego lifting. So dropping down to 90 for more volume was smart. So I'm able to hit sets of 8 very smooth here. And now that I went through this mistake, once this workout was done with, I was able to sit down and I was able to devise a really, really good 3-day split that I'm going to be following now. It's going to be every other day like I used to train. It's going to be pretty much a strength and hypertrophy focused program, 90% calisthenics. You're going to see maybe 10% isolation work. I'm going to throw the workout up right here for you guys also. Now, if you guys are interested, you can see the exact workout that I'm going to be following for about the next 2 months. I'm going to be training a lot in the garage, and it's also going to allow me to train in the park too, so I'm not going to have to lug that much weight with me if I want to train in the park. So 3 sets of 90-pound dips instead of 2, like I said I was going to be doing. 3 sets of 8 done, and then I ended up moving on to another pushing exercise. Like I said, guys, I was excited that I could do pretty much anything I wanted now in the gym, and I went overboard with the upper body training today. So this routine here, I wouldn't recommend to many people to do, right? If you're really advanced and you could push through it, okay, but this overall routine took me about an hour and 45 minutes. It was too much intensity, and as well as I was trying to add too much volume at the same time, right? It just wasn't practical, and training like this is just going to lead to overtraining. But these weighted push-ups, especially done on a neutral grip where I'm able to attach my dip bar and hang a kettlebell from my waist, are very effective at, again, being able to progressively overload and build muscle and increase your pushing strength. Alright, weighted work is done. The main workouts of the day are done. Like I said, when we're training with this much intensity, these heavy loads, the workout's going to take a little longer. The break periods are going to be a little longer, right? So I'll take about 3-minute breaks in between each set today. So we're going on just about an hour and a half of training right now. We're going to finish off with some cable work. There's a new addition that I got for the gym, a very simple pulley system. Literally, it took 30 seconds to hook up, and I hooked it up myself. So you guys can see how this works. I got about 45 pounds loaded on it right now. It's loaded by a pin, anchors. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a face pull for the rear delts, right? We just did pushing, a lot of internal rotation. So for healthy shoulders, you want to keep working that external rotation. So face pulls, I'm going to do these seated down with my feet anchored to my rack. Now, if you guys don't have a pulley system, you guys see me do this many times with bands. You can do resistance bands, just as effective. But now I get some progressive overload. I can load up more and more weight. So I got 45 pounds on there. I'm going to go for 3 sets of about 8 to 15 reps, depending on how it feels. So, watch. Feet are anchored, so I don't have any really core stability to work on. Now, me having access to this pulley and allowing me to do these loaded face pulls right here after this stupid workout that I did was probably the most beneficial thing I could have did for my shoulders, right? All that pushing, all that internal rotation, and really only one pulling movement that doesn't have that much external rotation involved in it. You know, my shoulders could have taken a hit off of that. So being able to hit these nice and controlled, and especially now I'm using a daisy chain for a nice range of motion and a really comfortable grip, was really beneficial for the shoulders. And again, really good for building muscle in the posterior chain. And you want to have a strong posterior chain, especially when doing heavy weighted dips and pushing, because remember, the back is your antagonist. That's what your stabilizer muscles, that's what's keeping you steady on all these weighted pushing sets. Alright guys, that was a wrap for the routine. I'm now back in my current backyard, not the new crib's backyard, just editing this video, and I really didn't do an outro, so you guys saw I put up the full 3-day split that I'm going to be following. If you guys need a good hybrid style approach of training with a 90% calisthenics, and remember, squatting and weighted calisthenics are still calisthenics because they're closed chains movements, but I might have a little bit of isolation work in there with like dumbbell side lateral raises and maybe some leg work, but I don't even think I do any leg isolation work in. It's just squats, RDLs, and calf work. So, hope you guys enjoyed this routine, even though, like I said, I wouldn't recommend it to many people to do. But if you're feeling like, you know, you want to put in extra work and you got some time on your hands, try this routine out, because I'm feeling really, really strong right now. Got a crazy pump afterwards, and I was able to eat a lot, just because, remember, that's a long workout, very intense. You want to fuel up and feed those muscles. I appreciate all the support, guys. Don't forget, like the video, helps the algorithm out. Share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. You already know. And like always, guys, peace out. Bar Naturals.
Sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.